But in the meantime, we are very pleased to have in studio here a couple of very special guests because it's that time of year again for Give Local, our annual Give Local campaign for Greater Waterbury and Litchfield Hills, April 25th and 26th. And boy, it just comes up so quickly every year. It's a sure sign of spring. We have with us Julie Loughran, who I know they get together at least once a year for this event, but you are very, very busy with the great work that you do with Give Local CCF, and of course the great community foundation, the Connecticut Community Foundation. It's so much easier to say CCF. So welcome back, Julie.
Thank you very much. It is great to be back. It's great that it's spring and time for Give Local.
I know. It's just wonderful to see you here in our studio once again. And we'll have a couple of visits to remind people about what it is we do. And we have, I think it's Sarah's first time on the radio or first time at WATR, Sarah DeFlumeri. Did I say that right?
DeFlumeri.
DeFlumeri.
Yes. I know. It's so hard.
Okay. Program manager at Naugatuck Youth Services.
Yes, thank you.
You know, I've just got to move the accent before I forget. That's good. Welcome. It's good to have you with us. Pleasure. Yeah.
Yeah, very excited.
And you have been involved for a number of years here with Naugatuck Youth Services and also with our wonderful Give Local.
Yes. So
event.
I'm very excited to be here.
We're glad to have you. Now let's give an overview, Julie, a bit about, in case somebody's listening and doesn't know a lot about our Give Local Greater Waterbury and Litchfield Hills annual, a decade plus a year now, right? 11 years?
That is right. It's the 11th year.
It's amazing. So let's give a little overview about what people can do in April, which we are now in, 25th and 26th, for the Big Giving Day.
Well, so Give Local, it is an annual, there's probably the best way I could put it is that it is a give-a-thon. It is a 36-hour event. We go from 7 a.m. on Tuesday, April 25th. We'll end at 7 p.m. on Wednesday, April 26th. And in that time, we are hoping that thousands of people are going to come out in basically a giant act of community philanthropy, where people come onto our website, which is givelocalccf.org. Come onto the website, make gifts to, right now there's over 275 nonprofit organizations from throughout Greater Waterbury and the Litchfield Hills who are participating.
Is that the most ever?
It's close.
Yes.
I think that we've been trending up. It used to be that, there was 100, 120, 130, but now it really is, somewhere in that between 250 and 300 organizations a year that are just doing amazing things all throughout the region. And it's an opportunity to on one day, come out and show your support for all these organizations that do so many important things in our community.
It's like your own personal United Way.
It is, and it's like a sort of pick your own adventure. You can go in and you can learn about new organizations, you can browse, you can read profiles of each of the groups, you can browse by issue area. Let's say you live in Prospect, but you want to find out what's going on in Naugatuck. You can look those things up. You want to find out what people are doing in different parts of the region, and really find the organizations that resonate with you, some that maybe some fresh ones, add them to your cart, add a gift of $10 or more. There's no limit on the upper end, but at least $10. And, you check out, and at the end, you've done a great thing for your community.
You really have, and you could do so much for individuals, businesses, neighbors. You can look into areas such as food insecurity and shelter, access to health care, supporting education, the environment, your favorite access to the arts, and much, much more. There's so much in there where you can get involved and really make a difference, even with $10.
Absolutely, and often if you go in and you could take a look at the profiles of the organizations, they'll often tell you, hey, we're trying to raise money to support our food pantry, or we're trying to raise money to make sure that we've got a emergency veterinary care for folks who aren't able to afford to pay for that, or to make sure that the animals are cared for, that we're working with older adults on disease prevention classes or exercise classes. You can see what they're planning to use it for and see what the impact is going to be with that gift that you're making. And
once again, we'll be broadcasting live with the wonderful folks at Ion Bank Foundation, part of this event, and as well as WATR. We'll be there broadcasting live from 10 till 1, like usual, I think.
That's right. Well, so Give Local, this is our 11th year, but it's also your 11th year. WATR has been an important partner all along, and has just been amazing at helping to make sure that everybody knows about the event, because it only works if everybody comes out to do it. And that what is great, I think, about that live broadcast on the 25th, April 25th, is that you get to hear from a lot of these organizations that Tom, you and I don't know if Larry's coming this year.
Larry's coming, yes.
Larry Rifkin
yes,
will be there and interviewing these organizations and just hearing firsthand about some of the amazing work that they're doing. So I hope a lot of your listeners will tune in.
We so enjoy learning about the organizations or learning more about them and helping to focus and put the spotlight on them. And people who are listening really do enjoy it. They get a kick out of and maybe learning about these different organizations. And I never know what the organizations are going to be until our co-producers tell us what the list is. And that's your wonderful staff. They just do a great job putting it all together for us. Now, we have in studio also Sarah DeFlumeri. Did I say it right that time, Sarah?
That was correct.
Okay, good. Thank you so much. I try to do my best with people's names. So you're the program manager at Naugatuck Youth Services, and of course you have been successful with Give Local.
Yes, we have been very successful. This is our 5th year participating in Give Local, and we're very excited. We've seen the numbers of donors go up every year, and our our dollars have also been able to increase.
That's terrific. Now, your organization, Naugatuck Youth Services, how does that organization work?
So we focus on all young people in Naugatuck, making sure that they're happy, healthy, and awesome. And we work primarily with middle and high school age people, and our 3 areas are prevention, diversion, and life skills. So we try to promote positive behaviors, prevent risk-taking behaviors, and teach valuable skills to all of our young people.
And of course, in recent years, you have had a very successful Give Local campaigns. How does this support your work?
Yeah, so we've been extremely fortunate to experience huge amounts of kindness from our local donors and our supporting funds also from the Connecticut Community Foundation. So in 2020 was our biggest year dollar amount, and then last year we were able to increase that even further with our new bonus funds. So that was tremendously helpful. And what we did was we took 20 young people, so in the high school age group, to Camp Jewel in Colebrook, and then we got them comfortable with each other and leading programs, and our youth leaders from last year's camp have continued to work with us in survey data analysis, running their own programs, conducting their own community service projects, and Give Local funds allowed us to do that. It paid for more than half of the camp last year. It was tremendously helpful.
That is just fantastic. Now, do you have some concept of where the proceeds might go this year?
Yeah, so we're really hoping to increase that camp access. So we had 20 wonderful students go with us last year. We would love to see 30 or more be able to come with us. So we're asking our donors this year to make contributions to be able to take students to leadership camp and get them engaged. And these young people are now also giving back to their community through these service projects. They got engaged and they want to keep pushing it forward.
That is perfect. That's just a wonderful story for sure. And of course, Give Local offers so much to so many organizations, Julie, and a direct way you can help others make a better life or find better choices or, learn more about nature and friends, whatever you can do.
Yeah, no, I think I think there is so much. I mean, there's so many good things that are happening locally. I mean, and that's the reason that it is focused in the local area, because there's so much that happens in so many organizations like Sarah's, like Naugatuck Youth Services, and like so many others that really are working in in a hyper local way. And what we want to do is also create incentives so that people realize, hey, I want to step up and I want to acknowledge these organizations, and I actually want to do it today, because Sarah mentioned that there are some bonus funds. There are also prizes. So if you come in and you want to come in and you want to support, say, Sarah's organization or any of the others that are in your own community that you're passionate about, your gift is going to mean that organization is going to benefit with some bonus dollars, which come from the Community Foundation, from our presenting sponsor, Ion Bank Foundation, and a number of other local businesses that have sponsored that will add money basically on top of your gift. And also organizations compete for prizes, for cash prizes that are given out per day. We actually have a bunch of cash prizes this year, sort of new ones that are around. The Community Foundation is actually celebrating our 100th anniversary this year.
Wow.
So we have some special prizes for that. So we want people to really celebrate the work that these organizations are doing, make it possible for them to meet their goals, like sending more kids to camp, which sounds like a great use of some Give Local money, but also to make sure that we're all sort of participating together and realizing that these are the organizations in our community that mean a lot. And if we want them to keep doing what they're doing and keep providing these really important services and programs, we all need to step up and support them.
Since 2013, over $13 million has been raised through Give Local. It's just amazing.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the power of individual giving. It's the power of community philanthropy and everybody really stepping up and doing what they can. Gifts from $10 on up, it all makes a difference, and it all adds up, and it means a lot of really important work that gets done.
It's very simple. You go online to givelocalccf.org. You can see all kinds of interesting ways to make donations to your favorites or find some new favorites.
Absolutely.
And spread it around, yeah.
Absolutely. And if you can't choose or you get really excited, we have an option where you can give to all, which is essentially you're adding to that bonus fund pool to make sure that everybody gets a little bit, spread the wealth a little bit. But really there's these organizations touch so many lives in the community, and if you're sitting there looking at that list of organizations, I guarantee you're going to find a number of organizations that affect you, affect your neighbors, affect your community, and so really it is that option, and it is, I have to say, it's a lot of fun. I mean, there's energy around the prizes and around all of that, and around just being part of something and being part of kind of a collective action of giving. You
can see the tallies changing in real time, and it's very, very exciting. And there's $125,000 in bonus dollars.
There's about $125,000 in bonus dollars, another $50,000, a little over $50,000 in prizes. So, that's all in addition to whatever the donors give on during the course of the day. So, again, I mean, we're hoping to bring, add to that $13 million total quite a bit in this year's event, which again is on April 25th and 26th, starting at 7 a.m. on April 25th. So we're hoping, last year there were over 6,000 donors. We're hoping for even more this year.
Fantastic. And on the 25th, our live broadcast at Ion Bank in Naugatuck from 10 until 1. Mr. Rifkin joins me once again, and we will have a wonderful time learning about, and our ACE engineer, Johnny Kay, learning about so many different organizations. And Sarah, you have obviously done very well as just one of the many organizations with the help of this CCF.org for Naugatuck Youth Services.
Yeah, no organization is too small. I think that's the beautiful part of Give Local. We only serve Naugatuck, so a lot of people look at us and, forget about us down in Naugatuck because we don't serve huge communities, but we do so well with Give Local because no organization is too small. Everyone benefits from it.
Now, Julie, the Connecticut Community Foundation, prior to this, was always well known for doing remarkable work within the communities, and still obviously does, continuing to do such great work. 100th anniversary is quite remarkable. But something about the Give Local campaign this year really brought out, I think, a focus on CCF and how remarkable it really is. I think it brought it to everybody's attention.
Yeah, I hope so. And what I really hope is that it brings the idea of philanthropy to everyone's attention.
Yeah.
Part of our mission and part of our job is to encourage and foster and spark philanthropy in the region, because really it does take all of us coming together to make sure that all of this incredible work that the nonprofit organizations are doing, that it all gets done. I mean, sure, there's opportunities to get grants, and there's opportunities maybe to get some state funds or federal funds, but at the end of the day, a lot depends on individual people in the community caring about the work that is being done and caring about and seeing needs in their community and wanting to do something about it. So that's what I feel like Give Local has maybe made it more accessible for everyone to see, hey, we can all be philanthropists. We can all engage in this. We can all engage in giving. And it's a way to do that all together on one day.
It's a fantastic time. Coming up very soon, folks. Julie, thank you for being with us. Julie Loughran, a pleasure to have you with us here again. You'll be visiting with us again.
Yep, thank you. And thank you for being with us for 11 years and counting on this. And I'm looking forward to being with you again on the 25th.
We look forward to it. And great to have you with us here, Sarah. And keep up the great work with Naugatuck Youth Services.
Yeah, thank you for giving me the opportunity to talk about our work.
Maybe we'll see you there at the live broadcast, when I see the master list. Great to have you stop by today. And thank you both for being here at WATR. We are looking forward to being a part of this event once again. 25 past the hour, 9:25 here at WATR. Good morning.